It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Monarchs and the Raiders, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the London Monarchs. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit, and we can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units that rank in the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You'd better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And when you think about great seasons in recent memory, he's definitely putting one together here. There's a good chance he's going to go over 5,000 yards passing for the season. He's just a little bit under that mark coming in. And I tell you, it's pretty rarefied air when you get up there with numbers like this.
Let's go now.
Tua to throw right away. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Check right.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
London about set to take over on offense. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. first down. Justin Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. First and 10, it's Willis. Williams brings it in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. Cook. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's got Renfro on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Whitfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready, go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Cook. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Monarchs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Steps away. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go now.
From the 22, Tua. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Let's go.
Ready. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Malik Willis. 27 yards. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
To throw again on second down. Tua. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, Whitfield, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross as time expires in the first half. And the Monarchs will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Willis rolling to his left. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Herbert on first down now. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
The second down throw by Willis. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitfield showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. On second and 7, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That one a first down pickup of 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. Here's Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
London about set to take over on offense. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On first down, Justin Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be knocked out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
It's a big play there. 47 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Welcome back now here in London. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Monarchs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Dancing to his left. And this is caught by Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On first down, Willis. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Come on. Check, contact.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the 25 on second down, Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Christian Harris getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
John Ross and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From midfield, here's Tua.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for him here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, offer a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the home team here,
it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,